Hi, everybody. Well, the few of you that left, everybody seems to have bailed. I don't know why. But anyway, hi, how you doing? You guys are going to get the juicy tidbit they're going to miss. Oh, well. Might be a short show if no one wants to be here. Yep, Polly, you are right. You are going the wrong direction. So how's everybody doing? Hey, Greg, hi. Glad you're still here. Yeah, we had 7, now we're down to 4. So I don't know. People left. Anywho, I stumbled across a YouTube channel this week, and guess what? It has the updated taxes for 2025. So let's just jump right in, shall we? Okay. This guy is an actual literal licensed CPA. What do you think about that? And he has links, and you can check him out. So let me see if it'll let me share my screen. I don't think we're going to watch all of him because it's like a 12-minute video, but get it started. And I'll share the link. You guys can then, click it, watch it. If you want to talk to him, he's apparently got connections. So there you go.
Are now going to pay less taxes on their next return. Specifically, these new brackets will allow you to report more of your income at lower tax rates. You are also going to have a higher standard deduction, which also means less income reported on your tax return. For investors, you will be able to report more of your capital gains at lower tax rates too. And for my people who love to save money, these changes will allow you to put more money towards your HSA, retirement accounts, and other tax-deferred accounts. So
I paused it, Greg, so I can answer you. I don't know. But it seems to me, and I'll give you the link for what I do have. I don't know. I'm not a financial person. All I'm doing is sharing links with people that actually know stuff so that you guys can talk to people that actually know stuff. Not just YouTube people that tell you they know stuff. Real people in real world that actually know stuff. So this guy should be able to help you at least get an idea what's going on. And then, like I said, he's got links. Check him out. I don't know. I'm just trying to give you information that you can actually use. All right. Let's see if I can get him to play again.
So as someone who has already read through all of the revenue procedures pertaining to these changes, and as a licensed CPA that tax plans every day at mycpacoach.com, I want to provide you with a very simple and easy understanding of how all of these changes may affect you. So let's go ahead and jump in. Okay, so let's start with the new individual tax brackets for 2025, and then we will walk through other key changes that you need to know. So first of all, many people misunderstand individual tax brackets. For instance, they think that if they are in a 22% tax bracket, that all their income is all of a sudden taxed at 22%, but that is not how our tax system works, so let's walk through this. So first of all, the 2025 tax rates will range from 10 to 37%, but I want you to think of this like a bucket. And the first portion of your income that goes into this bucket will be taxed at the lowest tax rate. So for example, for single taxpayers in 2025, the first roughly $12,000 of your income will be taxed at 10%. Then income above this range will be taxed at 12% up to about $48,000. Then income above that range will be taxed at 22% up to about $103,000. So someone who is earning $100,000 per year as a single taxpayer would pay different tax rates on different portions of their income. And from there, your tax as an individual will continue to rise to 24%, 32%, 35%, and eventually up to 37% based on your income. But what I want you to pay attention to are the big jumps in tax brackets. So when we look at this, the first big jump is from 12 to 22%, which is a 10% increase in your marginal tax rate, which means you'll pay an extra $1,000 on every $10,000 in income you report on your tax return. And the next big jump, which is usually when clients start calling me to help them, is when your tax rate goes from 24 to 32%, which happens when you're earning over $197,000 as a single taxpayer in 2025, representing an 8% increase in your marginal tax rate that year, which means you will be paying an additional $800 on every $10,000 in income reported above this range. Or in other words, with a 32% tax rate, your total tax on $10,000 in income in that threshold is $3,200. And from here, tax rates continue to rise based on your income. So you'll pay a 35% tax on income above $250,000 and a 37% tax on income above $530,000. Now, believe it or not, these tax rates are actually much better than what we saw in 2024, which we'll talk about in a moment here. But first, let's talk about the new tax rates for married taxpayers as well. Now, if you don't know,
Okay. Like I said, there's like another 8-10 minutes of that. If you guys want to hear it, I'll let it play. I don't mind. That is the link right there in the chat for it. And it goes over capital gains. I can try to scroll through and find it. Let me see if he has it tagged. Yeah. Okay, hang on. I'll go right. Sorry, I should have done this in the beginning, guys. This is capital gains. So, Greg, this should answer what you were asking, I hope. Ready? Here we go. Okay, what do you think? You guys been hearing any of this, or did I not have it up on the screen? I'm sorry. It's been an interesting morning, Greg. Hi, Sabrina. Glad you're here. Yeah, we have a bunch of cows with babies, and one of them is not doing very well. I'm sorry. I will go ahead and put that back. I'm really in the morning. One of the moms does not have much milk. She's too young, really, I think, to have a baby. She keeps leaving him here at night. So we've been taking buckets of water out because he looks real dehydrated. And yeah, I will play it. I'm sorry. And he's got diarrhea. His whole tail's covered in ick and bleh, whatever. So I feel really bad for him. So I have been feeding him a little bit, and I was yeah, y'all yell at me if I'm doing bad things here, please, because I can't see Facebook today. Don't ask. I can only see my StreamYard, so I'm not seeing what you guys are seeing. Sorry. But I will put it back up. It was all about capital gains, which is what you want to know about. So yeah, so this morning I actually climbed a 6-foot fence with a 10-gallon bucket of water to give the poor baby some liquid because he's apparently been here all night by himself. So anyway, but other than that, it's all quiet. So okay, back to capital gains. I'm sorry, guys. It feels like Monday to me. Tuesdays are my Mondays because Doug doesn't work Monday, so it just throws my week off. All right, ready? Capital gains. I will make sure you can hear it this time. Add to stage. Okay. Think you guys can see it now. Ready? Hang on. Make sure he's keyed up and go.
Which are the new capital gain tax rates. So if you don't know what a capital gain is, it occurs when you sell an asset or an investment for more than what you paid for it. So if you paid $5 for a stock, for example, and you sold it for $11, you would have a $6 capital gain. Now, capital gains that you have held for less than 12 months would be taxed as ordinary income, or basically according to the tax brackets that we just went over. But when you have a capital gain on an asset that you've held for greater than 12 months, then it would qualify as a long-term capital gain, and those have lower tax rates, which is also where we have new changes for 2025. So in 2025, long-term capital gains are taxed at 0% for incomes up to about $48,000 for single taxpayers and $97,000 for married filers. And then above that range is taxed at 15% up to about $530,000 for single taxpayers and $600,000 for married taxpayers. And then above that, all long-term capital gains are taxed at 20%. Now, these income thresholds represent about a 3% increase from what we saw in 2024, which would again save taxpayers more money in taxes if they have about the same amount of income. For example, in 2024, a married taxpayer with $97,000 in income would pay a 15% tax on their capital gains above $94,000, equating to a $450 capital gains tax on a $3,000 capital gain. In 2025, however, they would pay a 0% tax on this gain, saving them that $450 because the new maximum limit is $97,000, qualifying them for a 0% tax rate. Understanding these tax brackets is key to saving more money in taxes because you can now make decisions on when and how you want to report your income. For example, individuals may want to trigger capital gains tax when they are in the lowest possible tax bracket, instead of doing it in a year where they are reporting a lot of income and are in a high tax bracket. And individuals with earned income may do the same thing. For example, someone being taxed at 32% may seek to make more tax-deductible investments to lower their taxable income to the 24% tax bracket, 22%, or even lower. Plus, on top of all of this, there are even more tax deductions that will increase in 2025 as well, such as contributions to your health savings accounts, retirement accounts, and so on. Now, at the time of this video, there are several sources that are speculating the amount of the increases for these sorts of accounts. But as of right now, I did not see anything from the IRS that is official regarding those increases, so make sure you subscribe to learn more about those when it comes out. But all of this will help you take control over your taxes, which is why tax planning is very important. And if you have a very high tax bracket right now and you want a plan that is guaranteed to reduce it, just go over to mycpacoach.com today to apply to work with one of my CPAs. Thank you for watching.
There you go. Now, it's just in a nutshell, obviously, and every single different person has different circumstances. So that's why you need to go talk to someone that actually has a license and knows the current tax laws. They change like every 6 months. I work for a lady that did taxes, and she spent hours reading manuals. It was horrible. But it has to be done. And that's what you have to do to stay up with the current tax laws. And the way they're changing things now, I don't know if they don't change them every 3 months. But what I got out of all that is, Doug and I are not wealthy people. So what they're saying, we definitely don't make $100,000 a year. So we may have zero for capital gains. That's how I understood it. I may be wrong. Please watch the video. I did have it set up a little bit faster speed just so you guys wouldn't be hanging watching it. Go back and watch it. Watch it again. Watch it 6 times. Look up irs.com and read it for yourself. It's really, really horrible, boring stuff and hard to find what you want. But it's there. We're grown-ups. That's our job, not someone on YouTube's job or Rumble or, I don't know, Telegram, for God's sake. Stay off Telegram. Those are the new current tax laws from a person with a CPA license. So I'm going to listen to him. Now, Greg, you were asking, and this is what I got. I got this from Mark. Y'all do with it what you want. This is, and I'll put it up. Here's the link. Copy the link. Save it to your computer, and you won't have to ask anybody for it ever again. Let me pull it up. Hang on. Stop that one. Share the next one. Okay, here we go. This is that paper that everybody talks about endlessly. About Iraq and the currency and it not being taxable. And that particular statement is down here somewhere. Making sure my microphone was on. Sorry, I can't see both. Oops, wrong one. No, it's down on the bottom somewhere. Taxation trees. Oh, Lordy. Foreign direct investment. There are links in here too. I really haven't explored them, but you guys are welcome to click all these links if you want to find out more about it. Wow, why can I not find this? This is just such a Monday, folks. Yeah, we're not doing cookies today, thanks. Don't look if scrolling bothers you. Sorry, I'm trying to find. There's like one small paragraph on here that says we aren't taxed on it. However, here we go. Foreign exchange and remittances, maybe. I don't know. I know it's here, guys. I know it is. I wasn't going to talk about this today, so I wasn't prepared for this. So when I found the tax thing, I thought you guys would want to hear it. And I knew somebody would ask about this, and I don't know. It's here. I swear it's here. Y'all may just have to read like grown-up people. But there's one small paragraph in here that says we're not taxed on it. So there you go. Now, they say we're not taxed on it. That means when we take it into the bank, they're not going to tax us. Of course not. Banks don't tax people. Hello. That's just like common sense, people. But it will be considered capital gain. So you can argue that point all you want, but you know, if you want to be Greg and not file, go for it. People do it. None of my business. I'm pretty sure they're going to call it capital gains. I'm going under the premise that they're going to. And God forbid that female gets into office. Yep, you better be prepared to give them at least 50% of whatever you get, because I can't see them not wanting a part of it. My opinion only. That should apply to the Zim bonds as well. Greg, how would I know that? I don't even honestly know if the Zim bonds are ever going to be worth anything. It says right on them that they expired in 2008. Now, they are supposedly a bond, but, you know, I don't know. I got one. The one I got was fake, so check yours. I did find a video about that, too. If you guys want it, let me know, and I'll go look it up. There you go. Greg, that's what I'm saying. I'm not a lawyer. I can't interpret these. All I can do is give you the links to them. Do what you want with them. Believe whatever makes you happy. I'm just trying to give you guys information. I keep seeing people asking questions. Nobody's giving them the info. So there you go. Foreign exchange and remittance. Foreign exchange. Is that the paragraph I should be looking at? Don't look. I'm scrolling fast, folks. Foreign trade. Performance. I don't know. Here we go. There you go. GOI's monetary policy since 2003 has focused on ensuring pricing stability primarily by maintaining a de facto peg between the IQD and the USD. That's Riley, the African gray. While seeking exchange rate predictability by supplying US dollars to the Iraq market. In December 2020, the GOI announced that it would officially devalue the dinar's peg to the US dollar by 22%. Banks may engage in spot transactions in any currency. However, they are not allowed to engage in forward transactions in Iraqi dinars for speculative purposes. That's banks, not us guys, banks. There are no taxes or subsidies on purchase or sales of foreign exchange. Yep, that doesn't say no taxes on exchange. Sales of foreign exchange. So banks aren't getting taxed is what I'm reading. But I don't know. I'm expecting taxes one way or the other. So I don't know what to say. Interpret it how you think it, whatever it means to you. I don't know. I'm not, There are no recent changes to Iraq's remittance policies. Foreign nationals are not allowed to remit their earnings, including US dollars, in compliance with Iraqi law. That's why the military isn't allowed to do it. Iraq does not have a sovereign wealth fund. There you go. There's your paper. Save the link. I'll post it again. Take it to someone that actually knows what this means. You got a lawyer friend? Take it to him. I don't have one. I wish I did. So, there's that. Now, here's a couple more links for you guys. Oh, sorry. Close that one. This is the one I want. But he's always asking, where's everyone getting all this information? Well, guys, it's called Google. You can find it on Google. It's there. The Iraq Gazette. This is where all the Intel people get their news from. All of them. Right here. And if it's coming up in Arabic, hit translate to English in Google. Very simple. Very, very simple. See if they got any breaking news. I'm guessing not. No scheduled activities. Warplanes, that's never a good thing. There you go. That's what's going on in Iraq today. This is Tuesday, October 29th. Anytime you want to look it up, go look it up. Right there. You don't have to wait around for people to tell you. Go look it up. Then you know what? You can read any article you want and the complete article and decide for yourself what it says versus listening to what other people say. Now, I don't know that much about foreign politics, so it's kind of nice for me to listen to other people because what do I know, right? I don't know if I had any others for you. I thought I had one more Iraq link for you guys. Let's see. Pretty sure I gave you that one. Oh, yeah. That's the one I'm missing. Hang on, I got it. Now, everyone knows they can go to forex.com and see if the Iraqi dinar is ever listed there, right? You don't have to be a customer of Forex. You don't have to do any of that. It's right there, forex.com. Any time of day or night, 24/7. You can get just like the running metals totals from, moneymetals.com or whatever. They have it right there on their top. Let's see. Where did my link go? There it is. Okay. Here's the CBI. Thanks, bless mama. Hi, Kevin. Yeah, I know, Kevin. It's just like, oof. I just don't like that stuff. Sorry, but I just don't like it. But there's your Central Bank of Iraq link. Again, hit translate, and it'll translate it to English for you. This is where all the articles are that they put out. They have an actual banking laws and regulations right here. And somewhere they have a news link. I might have to scroll down. Tell you about their payment system. I mean, what do you want to know? It's all right here. They put it all right. Now you got to read it, and it's not fun. Some of it I don't understand because it's, financial business things, real world stuff. It's not fun. But what do you want to know? There it is. They got it all. They tell you whatever you want to know officially right there on the CBI website. Ta-da! And look, English. That's it. That's all you got to do. Oops, sorry. Now I've lost it. But anyway, we'll just make that one go away. So, I know, Greg. I know. Hey, Chris, nice to see ya. Good. Sleep, please. By all means, do not interrupt your sleep. Just show up and listen to me blab. Everyone, I think, is doing okay. I haven't heard any big complaints here this morning. Oh yeah, I mean, no, that was the big stuff I had for you today, guys. You got any questions? Any more links I can find for you? I mean, I don't know any secret stuff. I don't know anything. All I know is I know how to read, and I have more than 2 brain cells, and I use them, and that's all I can promise you for any of that. I don't, tell you what I personally do. I like silver, so that's what I do. Silver and properties. I'm not playing with crypto. I don't understand crypto. I don't trust crypto. I don't know. People are making money. Have at it. Enjoy. It's like stock market to me. It's just nothing I want to play with. But land, I understand land. I understand silver. So these are things I get. So, anybody have any questions? Anyone want to talk about anything? People keep saying I have questions, but nobody asks them, so I really can't help. Okay then. I don't know what else y'all I can talk about today. Tell you about my boring life, but that's probably not why you're here. Donkeys are good. Hannah's doing well. Birds, they're all chilling. Wondering why I'm talking to myself in the living room. Yeah, no. Yeah, that's okay, guys. I just, people message me and they're like, oh, well, what about this? And then I, answer the question, and then they don't come on here and ask the question for me to, tell other people. And I don't know, I don't know anything other than what I'm showing you. I don't have any secret information. I'm not any smarter or dumber than most people, I hope. And, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think it's going to get complicated. I think it's going to get messy. I think I did, bless mama. Mine's already done. I do early voting. Doug votes in person, so we can cover all the bases. Doug's doing okay. He's really tired. Just been, October's beat us down. Just beat everybody down. I'm not exactly sure why. Other than, the hurricanes. Well, I know what that was all about, but in general, nothing horrible's really gone on, but other than that, I'm just holding, Steve. I'm just holding, because I just think it's going to be messy. I don't think it matters who wins. I don't think it matters what happens if we actually get to that point. I'm still not 100% sure that whole voting thing's going to happen on that day. They keep calling for cyber attacks, so I'm hearing. I don't know, whatever. I don't think it matters. I think no matter what happens, it's not going to go well for us, because somebody, 50% of the country is going to be mad. So that means we have to put up with temper tantrums from toddlers again, I guess. I don't know. I'm just tired. Yeah, good question, bless mama. What are everyone's plans? We don't even have $1 million dinar. So our plans are to get a decent vehicle that we don't have to worry about hauling horses or hay or anything else with, and buy another rental property. Probably, well, depends on how much actually, if it's 1-to-1, we're going to be staying right here, putting up a fence and a barn, buying a rental property, and that'll about take care of it. goes higher than that, we might look for a bigger piece of property with land where I have no people, no cars, no noise, just peace and quiet. I can get on my horses, ride around, not worry about packs of dogs or free range cattle or idiots on quads. That's my plan. I don't plan on leaving it in the bank. I plan on, I don't have a piece of property of mine and it's going into metals. And when I find the property I want, then I turn the metals in and buy the property. But it's not going to stay in the bank because I don't trust the bank. And with everything going on with the BRICS and us losing Saudi Arabia to Russia for protection purposes, which is what killed the petrodollar, and, half the world being willing to dump the fiat dollar, we're in a world of hurt no matter what happens, no matter who gets in office. Trump could probably stop some of it, and I really hope he does what he says. Drill, baby, drill. I want companies back in this country, made in America, but let's make it affordable made in America so we that live in America can actually buy it, because that was the problem before. We couldn't afford made in America. That's why we were buying from China. We got to stop buying from China. We're killing ourselves with all the crap they put in everything they sell us, literally everything. I was horrified to find out that the free-range chickens they raise here in the United States, they kill and put on a ship them to China, packed in chemicals, usually something involving bleach of some sort or another, so that they can be plucked and processed and then put back into more chemicals to be shipped back across the ocean before we get these free-range, healthy chickens that we're all paying an arm and a leg for. What is going on? I am just... I'm in, Greg. You tap hard, honey. Get my attention. I'm tired. You gotta wake me up. Oh, man. Yeah, that's my plans. I don't have any big humanitarian plans, and the fact that my Zim is fake totally took everything big out of my, big dream bucket. So, maybe I'll get another one. I don't know. In all the places we've lived, what's the safest and best geological place you felt the best? Wow, I'd probably have to say Bar Harbor, Maine. You really can't get much better than, pretty much a 3/4 of the island is national park and surrounded by ocean, clean water. That's where Poland spring water comes from. It comes from Maine. Nothing poisonous there. People took care of their own. I can't really say that I don't feel unsafe. I'm not that kind of a paranoid human being. I'm not. I don't know why. I truly believe I'm protected and have been since birth. Ego, I don't know, whatever. I don't live in fear. I just don't. I think the only place I ever remember truly locking my door was when I lived in an apartment building in Berlin, and that was the American housing, not when we lived on the economy in Berlin. I really never worried. Now, I'm also not stupid. I didn't go to Kreuzberg, which was apparently downtown Chicago is these days, the skinheads and the Turks. They were the gangs there, and they liked white women. So, you just didn't go there. But I could literally ride the train, the U-Bahn, the subway in Germany at 3:00 in the morning and not be worried about my safety. I wasn't ever worried, and we were living behind, the Iron Curtain then, that was when, the wall was still up, and it was very, very different in Germany. You could literally lay naked in the park, which, I did not, but many girls did, and that was fine. because sex is a natural part of life, but violence is not. And I worked at a video store on the economy there in Germany, and we could put up X-rated movie posters on the window, but we could not put up the new Arnold Schwarzenegger movie poster with his big guns and things, because sex is the natural part of life. Violence is not. So yeah, Germany wasn't too bad, but I don't know what it's like now. That was a long time ago, before the wall came down. So, you know. Yeah, Maine, I was pretty safe in Maine. I mean, it's pretty safe in Maine. I haven't been there, lived there for over 30 years now, I guess, but I don't really think I'd have a big issue with going to Maine. So I don't have chickens, Greg. No, I don't like chickens. Chickens are messy. Chickens attract rodents, and rodents attract snakes, and coyotes. And oh yeah, I don't like eggs. The only thing eggs are good for is baking, in my opinion. So, but lots of people around here have chickens, so I can just get fresh eggs anytime I want. How do I know it's fake? I'll go look for the video and post it, but it doesn't have the watermarks. It doesn't have the right markings on it. And I got it from a trusted person, which kind of annoys me. So, Chris, you're welcome. I've had an interesting life, Steve. Lived a lot of places. I've lived a lot of places. Pretty much most of them were near some kind of big, we lived in Monterey, California. That's a pretty famous place. Bar Harbor, Maine. We were in Columbia, South Carolina. They're not famous for a lot of good things, Here we're near the Grand Canyon. We just, that's the kind of place I'd gravitate towards. If I wasn't such a wuss with cold, I'd probably go to Alaska and, bushwhack it, because wow, no people and all kinds of cool animals and hard work though. I'm getting really old for that hard work stuff. Willow Creek, Montana. Yeah, Montana's got so much snow. I love Montana. It's so pretty, though. Oh, that's awesome, bless mama. Yeah, my oldest son is in Colorado, outside of Boulder. Yeah, okay, Greg. Yeah, I don't believe you. Not for 1 second. I'm glad. Yeah, I'm really kind of annoyed, and I'm gonna, have to buy me another one. I just wanted one. How many do I need? Really. It's like, it's to be a lot of responsibility. You got too much money. I'm really not into all that. So, I definitely appreciate the finer things in life, but I literally don't want to be responsible for them. But I could spend all day looking at handmade antique furniture and the way they did it, and like the dovetails and no nails. And it's like, how did you even do that? How'd you figure that out? I just can't, I could spend all day in like a Cartier jewelry store. Not that I would ever want any of them as my own. I just want to look at them, because the beauty of some of the natural gemstones just blows my mind that that's even a real thing. So, that's who I am. I just want to look at it all. I just want to learn it. I don't want to own it. I just want to know that it exists, and that's it. Yeah, but don't they have those big old mosquitoes that are like as big as birds and stuff? I don't know. I'd like to go visit Alaska. I'd like to go visit Hawaii. Why not? They're both kind of cool, right? Oh, isn't that cool, Chris? I actually took shop when I was in school, and my favorite part of all of it was the lathe. I just thought that was just fascinating. Mosquitoes, yeah. Oh, only in northern Alaska. Well, that's good to know, Greg. We had the black flies in Maine, and wow, they are miserable creatures. That's cool. Well, I'll have to go check it out, when I get rich and all. We'll see what happens. I would love to have a kiln and a pottery wheel. I just think that's just so... raccoons are good, though. Snakes, don't need them. I know. Alaska and Maine, nothing poisonous, nothing that'll get you. Yeah, I wouldn't mind traveling. I'm just not into flying. I'm not doing that anymore. I'm done with that flying crap. I'm not doing it. Yeah, no, it's too cold, Greg. Alaska and Maine, no poisonous, no toxic. Yeah, I've done pottery, it's like, I don't know, art classes or whatever, but yeah, I just love playing with clay. I mean, if I could, I'd just have like a giant craft room as a house and just play with things. I don't really want to sell stuff. I just want to make stuff. But then, it gets expensive to just make stuff and have it hanging around and, Well, good for you, Chris. I just don't like flying. I don't like it at all. The smaller the plane, the worse it is for me. Yeah, I'm going to get back into making my jewelry. We're tearing up the house, trying to clean it and reorganize and ditch the clutter and, blah, blah, blah. Take a ferry. I'm all right with ferries. I don't like big boats. I'm not going on any cruises. No, thank you. I want to drive. Trains are cool. I like trains. I know, I need a kiln though. See, that's all like money and, you gotta have space and room. And, we don't even have a garage. We don't even have a barn for our poor horses. They just have tarps out there. Tent garages, as they call them. Yeah, my mother used to do ceramics. She actually made a whole set of dishes for 12 with the blueberry pattern from Maine. Cool, Greg. I'm glad you showed up. Hey, I will find that video about the Zim and I'll post it in the comments after. I have to go look through my history because I didn't save it. Didn't occur to me somebody might care. I doubt it. I'm always in trouble with Doug. He likes it. Or he wouldn't have been here for 38 years. Yeah, check back. I don't know. Give me an hour or whatever. I got to go find it, and I got to wait for YouTube to post it so comments can be put underneath the audio. It's one of those things. So I just got to wait it out. I keep him, hopping, Steve. He's a Gemini. You got to keep him guessing or he gets bored, I've been doing it since I was 12. He still doesn't have a clue. Anyway, so you guys, I hope what I gave you helped out today. Uh-oh. Yeah, you're a girl Gemini, though. They're different. Just like guy Virgos, they're not the same as me. They can be a little more like Leos, where they gotta have their ego stroked to keep them grounded. Yeah, you guys are into any of that. I definitely am. I will, I think on Halloween I'm gonna do some kind of tarot something or another. Maybe I'll do, get out my little, my prediction cards. They're not really tarot. They're more of a yes, no, maybe, kind of like a Magic 8 Ball, but in a card version. My birthday was September 22nd, Chris. First day of fall. Last day of Virgo. Yeah, I'm a Virgo, Taurus. I have a Virgo sun, Taurus moon, and Taurus rising. So, yeah, very earthy. All earth. I don't have a whole lot of water going on in my chart, so I don't tend to sugarcoat things. So, try not to be offended, but if you are, let me know and I'll try to be nicer. Thank you, Steve. I'm only 57, so, I'm all good with it. I'm not that old. I don't look that bad. See? Don't you see how cute I am? Look at my picture. I kind of looked like that about 30 years ago. Still dressed like that. I still have hair to my waist. Hey, creative. We need creative people. I'm a young chick. Yeah, man. A couple more years, we can get Doug retired, and then we can have some fun. That's how we moved here, to have fun. It's been a lot of work. We were hoping to be, having fun by now. The last 3 years or so has not been kind to most of us. We were actually making progress, and now we're barely staying even, that was not the plan. So, But yeah, so no one else told me what they want to do. Well, no, that's not true. Someone said they wanted to do a horse rescue for kids. They've had not a great time in life. I know what Polly wants to do. I told you what I want to do. I just be happy if everyone can just pay off their bills, put enough money away so that they have their bills paid for the next 20 years. That's it. You got anything left over, do something good with it. But, yeah, Polly. Yeah, I'm a whippersnapper, all right. But anyway, so yeah, that's about all I got today, guys. Yeah, Polly, you getting that ranch. What's funny is in this little tiny town of about 2,500 people, I know about 4 other people that have currency. I don't know what that means, Chris. Aged out. Oh, like they get kicked out of, yeah, I think the entire system does. That once they're 18, they, give them $10 and a bus ticket somewhere and just say, there you go figure it out. It's kind of like they just dropped them out of prison. Like, there aren't too many programs. That's probably a good one. I hadn't actually thought about that, but that's probably a good one. The warden. Yeah, I'm the warden, all right. The warden of the crazy house. Yeah, foster, yeah. Yeah, I know kids that's happened to. It's not, the whole system's broken. Pick a system, it is broken. That's why it needs to go away. But, we got to get some people in there that are going to stop trying to put all the money in their pockets and actually build a system that works. I was actually listening to Trump at Mar-a-Lago before I got on today, and he was talking about that. He was asking what happened to the 250,000 children that have gone missing since the border wall has been opened. And why does nobody know, and why does nobody care? there's some major problems going on in this world. So, I don't know. And the thing that irritates me, people know it. They and I don't just mean the big people making the money. I mean regular people like you and me that know it, that are too afraid to say anything. People got to start talking. They really got to start talking. I don't care if you piss your neighbor off. Talk anyway. Well, Woodstock is getting fussy, which usually is my cue to get out of here. So, yeah, so Thursday, Halloween, we're going to do some fun stuff. I can do some numerology. I can do some card pulling. You guys get some questions together. Yes, no questions. And I don't know the lottery numbers, and I don't know if you're going to fall in love and get married next week, but we'll ask the cards and see what they say. Like I said, it's like a Magic 8 Ball in card version, so you take it for what it is. But other than that, check out my pinned link or hit more under the video and you'll find my Discord and my X. Come join me. We might have a watch party of some sort or another time this week. Yeah, well, I'd like to win the lottery too, girlfriend. Don't you think if I could pull the lottery numbers, I would have done it already? Nah, don't do that. That's just messy stuff, Steve. We don't have any kids here. They literally don't do trick-or-treating here because it's so remote and dark. We don't have street lights. We don't even have paved roads. Sidewalks are not a thing. So they actually line up a whole bunch of cars at like the local grocery store or whatever, and then the kids go trunk to trunk. They call it trick or trunking or something like that. I don't know. Yeah, y'all check out my jewelry addiction. One of my channels that I frequent to look at shiny rocks and talk to nice people. I'll tell you what, the jewelry community on YouTube has some of the nicest human beings on the planet. So you guys are, you're just bored, you want some company, go visit. You're looking for some nice Christmas presents, go visit. You just like looking at shiny rocks, go visit. Yep. I'm sorry, I'm not on Facebook, or I would be sharing your link. I want to set up a folder. I'm going to start sharing a folder with all of my friends on YouTube that have channels, so that everyone that visits here can go find everybody else and make some new friends. And, let's start checking it out. Exactly, Chris. You get it. Woodstock, it was named for Snoopy's friend. And Woodstock is bright yellow, orangey yellow, all down the front. Very, very nicely colored blue and gold. So that's why he's called Woodstock. Although we think Woodstock may be a girl, we're not sure. We never had him sexed. But as a baby, we thought he was a boy. Yeah, I used to do that, Steve, believe it or not. When the kids were here, 3 kids, everybody got their own pumpkin, get a couple extras, And I'd roast the seeds. I'd make different flavored ones. I'd bag them up and send them to school with the kids, for snacks, blah, blah, blah. But, here, if I do a pumpkin and put it outside, every wild animal in the world would eat it. So, and I'm just not a Halloween person. My best friend was born on Halloween, but it's like my least favorite holiday. I'm not a costume person. I don't really enjoy dress up like that. I'm going to dress up. I want some shiny rocks. I'm not looking to put on, something weird. Just not a Halloween person. Thanks, Chris. Yeah, my little cockatoo. She's a Goffin's cockatoo, a small one. Her name is Poppet, which is a term of endearment from Europe. And then Riley, he's the African gray. That was his name when I got him. I got him when he was 8 years old, when the lady didn't want him anymore. I try hard, Steve. I try. all my kids did say thank you to me by the time they were 25 for one thing or another that I had taught them. So I'm taking that as a sign of I didn't really screw it up too bad. You know. Yeah, so I hope you guys have a great week, and I really hope y'all come on back on Thursday and pull some cards and look up some numbers and just, I don't know, goof around, have fun. You know. Hey, Maria. We were talking about you last night, me and Doug. He said, I haven't seen Maria in a while. I said, well, she's probably busy or sleeping. Hate to do it, girlfriend, but I'm heading out. Feel free to watch the replay, though. They actually had some good links, so I don't know that you can scroll back up far enough, but if you wait an hour, the links and the transcript will be available, and you guys can, the live chat and the transcript for the whole show, I guess, will be available approximately an hour after I end. It takes YouTube that long to process it and put it up. Trunk or treat. There you go, Trash Dog. Thank you. Give him a scratch for me. And one for Doug, too. Oh, man. So, yeah, I really hope you guys have a great day. And that, y'all come on back on Thursday. I'm considering doing a pop-up just when I'm bored sometime at night. So you may not know it, but I might just show up sometime because I just haven't been finding anything to watch. Doug goes to bed around 8 o'clock, and I just kind of sit here and look at myself like, I'm bored. So I might do a pop-up. We'll see. I guess I only have 20 hours of free StreamYard, but I can just go live on YouTube. Yeah. You all have a good one. I will talk to you again real soon, I hope. And as always, sending much peace, love, and harmony from Petrichor Ranch in Arizona. Y'all have a great day now.